Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie. Welcome to Weather Express. We're not going to waste your time. It's your weather in just 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, the heat's still a big story across a lot of the country, but underneath that heat dome, we are building in some strong and severe storms and some flooding rains as well. We're going to start off in the Intermountain West, especially into Colorado, where we've had widespread heavy rain, numerous flash flood warnings. Temperatures are all over the place, from the 50s in some rain-cooled higher elevated areas to the 90s in other spots. But the storms here, as they've moved towards the I-25 corridor, they've gotten stronger, especially down towards Colorado Springs and west of Pueblo. Red polygons are severe thunderstorm warnings. One purple, that's going to be a tornado warning west of Colorado City. But a lot of the central and the western sides of the state currently under flash flood warnings. It's the same situation in New Mexico, Taos, Santa Fe, Albuquerque. Look, you can clearly see that this rain is not moving very quickly. So we're getting water loaded, higher elevations, coming down to the lower elevations, just producing extensive flash flooding and fast moving water. All of the maroon that you see across New Mexico and Colorado are current flash flood warnings. And then the green areas are going to be your flood potential areas as well. And that does extend into portions of the Texas Panhandle. We'll pick up the rain and storms from there. Again, we're going to see a hot day where you're not getting the storms. Nothing is extremely organized with the activity back down towards Rolla and I-44 right now in the southern sides of Missouri, but you can see there's a few severe thunderstorm warnings there. We're starting to see additional showers and storms developing in the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. It's been a wet day for Milwaukee. It's been wet and stormy near Chicago. A few stronger thunderstorms just north of Indianapolis. This will roll into places like Detroit and eventually Ohio late on this Wednesday. Columbus, Cleveland, Toledo should pick up some showers and storms. Now, ahead of this, the big story in the Northeast and New England is the heat. New York City again above 90 today. Philadelphia hit 97. Those are actual air temperatures. When you factor in the humidity, your feels like numbers are in the triple digits for the afternoon peak in most of these areas, and as hot as 110. But look at the temperatures back in the Great Lakes. We're going to see about a 20-degree temperature drop in New York City tomorrow to go from the 90s back down into the 70s for a daytime high. It's roasting in the southeast and the Tennessee Valley and the Carolinas today. A lot of mid and upper 90s. Now, thunderstorms are prolific, but they're not organized, but still some heavy rain. Gusty winds are coming accompanying with some of these storms that we'd expect this time of the year. But you don't expect feels like temperatures this hot in a lot of locations, which in the Arklatex, the Mid-South, Tennessee Valley, 110 to 115 in a couple of areas. Air temperatures in Oklahoma and Texas today right around 100 degrees. It's a little bit cooler in the Intermountain West, but it's not, that much cooler out here. We are seeing some temperatures that have hit the 90s. Now, I'm way out west because I want to bring on these advisories. Thankfully, we did not have any significant tsunami impacts to the west coast of the United States. You're still going to have some marine statements. You're still going to have some small craft advisories. The biggest story here, you guys see all of that pink? Those are going to be what we call red flag warnings. We have very low humidity, very high wind gusts from time to time. That could lead to a wildfire threat where we're not seeing any rain. But I do expect additional showers to develop, especially in interior sections of Oregon and Washington and Idaho, to cool things down and to temper some of that fire threat. All of this orange are your heat advisories. They'll go away tomorrow in the Northeast and New England, but they're going to stay for everyone else. Let's get into the models. First of all, real quickly, again, the risk for severe storms today, marginal, Intermountain West, portions of the upper Midwest and the Midwest in general, and then portions of the mid-Atlantic states and into the Northeast, but nothing outrageously organized in most areas. All right, now we'll get into the models. I'll bring up the HER model, the high resolution rapid refresh, over the next 48 hours. So why is Ohio Valley and the Northeast going to cool down? That's a pretty solid front for this time of the year. First of all, a rainy day. Then behind it, we're going to see temperatures again drop by some 20 degrees, but showers and storms, and some of those could be on the stronger side, especially down towards Philly and Baltimore. A little bit more moisture-laden air, a little bit more instability here, but general rain and storms as you get back to New York City and Boston. Scattered thunderstorms will continue across the southeast. Again, nothing organized, but coverage will be better the next couple of days in most areas, and especially into portions of Arkansas and Louisiana and the Tennessee Valley, where we could see a few organized stronger to severe storms there. Look for a nice push of thunderstorms coming off of the high plains and into the into the northern sides of the Dakotas, and then back into Nebraska and Kansas. A few more scattered thunderstorms likely over portions of Missouri. We're going to see an improving condition as far as thunderstorms go in Oklahoma and Texas. And there's that heavier rain right back into interior sections of Washington and Oregon. Now, again, I'm not mentioning any organized severe weather because when we look at the risk for tomorrow, it's still going to kind of be eastern Wyoming and portions of Colorado, including Denver. There's going to be widespread storms here and maybe some stronger storms towards Philly, as I've already mentioned. But for your Thursday, not bad. And right now for Friday, there is no highlighted risk from the Storm Prediction Center for organized severe weather. And hopefully, again, we get some of the rain to break that heat, because feels like temperatures outside of that are still going to be above 100 degrees in a lot of spots. Friends, I'm out of time. Thanks for making Weather Express a part of your daily routine. Thanks for taking a quick second and liking and subscribing to help support the channel. Have a great rest of your day. I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.